In lesson 23, we saw Bud take a stack of 20s out of the cash register and put them in his pocket. We started by asking the first of 7 important questions. Is it true? But we need to ask a few more questions before deciding what to do and say about Bud. For question number 2, we have to ask, is it wrong? It looked like he was stealing, but maybe not. Perhaps he was asked by the manager to bring the 20s back to the office. Maybe the ski shop owed Bud some money and he was justified in taking it. And even if Bud really stole the money, maybe his conscience got the better of him later in the day and he quietly put it all back. But before we say something about Bud, we have to be certain that what he did was genuinely wrong. If we aren't sure, the right approach is to judge Bud favorably and assume the best about him and the money. As Sally Krawchuk, the CEO and co-founder of a women's investment platform, notably said, "Assume the best intent in others around you. You will often be right. And even when you're not, people can rise to your view of them." The next question we need to ask is, did I speak to the offender first? The first person to speak about Bud's potential theft is Bud. Perhaps Bud will sufficiently explain why he took the 20s and put the concern to rest. Or perhaps rebuking Bud about this theft will encourage him to admit what he did to the owner of the ski shop and return the money. Because the constructive intent here is to get Bud to repay the stolen money, if we rebuke Bud directly, we accomplish the goal without having to say anything that might be lashon hara. On the other hand, if you know confidently that Bud wouldn't listen to your rebuke, you don't have to offer it. Additionally, if your intent is speaking up about Bud's potential theft is to protect the ski shop from future loss, it would not even be necessary to rebuke Bud first. In the next few videos, we'll ask questions 4 through 7 and figure out what to do and say about Bud. Until then, today's Daily To-Do asks you to look for an opportunity to speak directly to someone who you feel concerned about, and not speak about them to others.